Okay, so we're going to be starting off with graphs. So f of 2, let's start off with that first. So f of 2, the value of f of 2 when x equals 2 is 1. You should know that by now. But that's not the same as the limit. The limit is approaching x equals 2 from both sides. So it's going to be 1.999 and 2.001 is closest to you can get, but it's still going to be 1 here because it's a continuous function. Okay, so looking at this graph is not continuous as it has a hole at the point where x equals 2. Therefore, f of 2 would be undefined. And this is where limits come in handy because it's not actually the point f of x, it's approaching it, so it would still be 1 because it's approximate. So now we're going to be discussing two different functions approaching the same point from two different sides. So the first one is going to be approaching from the left, and to find this you're going to be approaching -2 using the left line. So just follow that line up to -2 and you will get a value of 1. Now approaching from the right, you're going to use the same method, but this time from the right. So as you approach -2, you will get a value of -2. And then the last one here is approaching -2 from both sides. Now since they're two different functions and not at the same value, the actual value of the function is undefined. Okay, so now we're going to be getting into solving them algebraically. This one's pretty simple, so whatever x is approaching, you plug that in for x in the equation. So you just plug it in for x, and then you get -5. Okay, so for this one, you're going to want to, before plugging in -7, because what happens when you plug in -7, you're just going to get a 0 on the bottom, that's going to be undefined, and that's not how you do it. So you want to look at the numerator and see that it's factorable. So you want to factor before you actually plug in anything. And so you're going to just push 2 back to the -7, and then you get your regular polynomial, which you can factor from there. You get x plus 14, and then x minus 1. Don't forget to divide your 2's. And then you get x plus 7 at the top, and then 2x minus 1. Now, these x plus 7's can cancel out, and then what ends up happening is you get limit, and then you get x minus 1. And then you just plug that in, and then you get -15. So this is a bit similar to the first one, but also a bit different. You're going to see why. So you're going to notice that even after factoring, once you plug in -6 into the equation, you're still going to come out with an answer that does not exist. So since the answer does not exist, you're going to put does not exist because limit of f of x as x approaches -6 from the left does not equal limit of f of x as x approaches -6 from the right. Thank you for watching. Peace.